Hey, how we doing, guys? Welcome back to Movie Files. This time around, I'm here to give you guys a spoiler-free review for the film Unfriended Dark Web, which is a sequel to, I can't believe it's been 4 years, but it's the sequel to the 2014 version of Unfriended. This time around, you have this film being written and directed by Stephen Susco, and it follows a group of friends who, one of the friends comes about a laptop at a coffee shop. He takes it home, enters all his password, kind of makes it his own. He goes into his Skype chat group with his friends, and then amongst that conversation comes this uninvited friend via Skype, very similar to the first one, and pretty much tells them, hey, if you guys don't do this, I will kill you. Like, again, very similar to the first one, which I didn't hate the first one. The first one was okay, but it really wasn't that memorable other than, what happened, which I won't give this, too much away from that film. But anyway, going into this one, had very, very, very low expectations, very similar to what I did in the first one. Just looking for, just a fun movie in the summer. These films aren't necessarily horror films, they're more or less thrillers. So looking for a nice little thriller film to enjoy in the middle of summer before we get, we got our Mission Impossible in a couple weeks, and, the summer's kind of wrapping up here. But anyway, so that's why I was kind of going there looking for something fun. And, walking out of this film, guys, I wouldn't say this is the worst film I haven't seen all year. I think right now that's either between Insidious, The Last Key, or maybe Cloverfield Paradox. I just thought that was just a mess. And there's some other ones too I can't think of, but it's not terrible, but it's also not good. I mean, I would say if I would say the first one was maybe a 2 out of 5, this is maybe a 2.5 out of 5 for me personally. Again, I have no problems with the found footage type of horror thrillers. I'm a fan of Blair Witch, a couple of the paranormal movies, the first Cloverfield, so I have no problem with that, especially when it's done effectively. And this film has its moments where, in particular, there's one scene more or less in the second into the third half of the film where they, and this is in a trailer where I won't give too much away, but this is some effectiveness within the movie that they use this kind of webcam, Skype type of innovative way to make a film. And that's where the film kind of shines, where they think of new ways to kind of spin off what made the first one an okay film. Again, a 2 out of 5 isn't okay, it's bad based on my rankings, but for what it was worth, they tried different things with this film where I think, number one, the characters were a little bit more likable. I felt the friendship a little bit more than I did in the first one. And not giving too much away with this film, where the first one really did have more of a supernatural element to it. This film doesn't really touch on that, and I'll just leave it at that. It kind of adds a little bit more groundedness, or more of a realistic touch on it. Again, it's called Dark Web, so you can take your spin on that and take it as it is, because we obviously know there's not giving any names away in my family, but there's definitely people in my family that, their phones, they make sure it's cut off, microphones are off. When they go to bed at night, they put tape on their cameras, on their laptops. So, obviously that element of realism and kind of relating to that in the real world, where we always feel like we're being watched, and who knows what happens when you're sleeping and what have you. So that element kind of worked with to the film's advantage, but kind of the downfall was just it was very predictable. The ending of the film, which I obviously won't give away, was just very unsatisfying. There were some characters that had highlight moments, that had some funny moments to the scene, maybe one or two that I could think of. And I will say, again, going on the effectiveness of this webcam found footage type of ways to create a film. There were some kill scenes, I guess you can call it, if you will, some creative ways to take out some of the characters that were pretty effective. But other than that, guys, like I said, I didn't want to make this a long review, but like I said, at very up top, I'm giving this a 2.5 out of 5. This is a bad film, but it's a bad B film that I think would have fit better on a smaller platform. Again, this movie is going to probably be another $1 million budget and make another $50 million or so, but I think this film would have maybe been more effective if it was maybe at a Netflix type of experience, or a TV movie, maybe a sci-fi film. I don't want to downplay the creators and everything, and they obviously wrote a movie that warranted a wide release. So I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, guys, 2.5 out of 5 for me for this film. If you like the first one, I think you'll enjoy this one. Again, I think this one, to me, was better than the first, just because of the elements that they added to it. But all in all, I don't think, if this is your first time experiencing this Unfriended franchise, if you want to call it that, I don't think you'll enjoy it that much. But again, if you enjoyed the first one, go check it out. With that being said, guys, let me know what you guys saw of this film. If you've seen it, if you're excited to see it, if you saw the first one, what you think about that one. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all of our other social media accounts. And again, guys, we'll have some more content coming on your way. We got Mission Impossible coming pretty soon. Pretty soon we're gonna have an unboxing video for probably Isle of Dogs and Ready Player One. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, guys, we appreciate the support, and we'll see you on the next video.